evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 27-yard line.
Hey, one set. 3T. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, tight end.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 14-yard line.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard
line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running right, Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Browns' 16-yard line.
Reset. 19. Mike spot 4. Cover.
On second and 11 now. Watson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, Watson. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 37. I'm scared.
Mike 34.
Check 90. Look small. Check 99.
59. Twist. Alert.
Banjo. Everyone, 37's the Mike.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Watson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Here we go.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
24.
Mike 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for a Jets.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
You can't block me. Check 9. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On first down, it's Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ricky. Hey, watch that.
24 down, he's coming.
Mike 54.
Here's Watson throwing again. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's Murray, rolling to his right, and that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
What we got?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now this time Murray to throw it, and that will be incomplete.
So they looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it with Brown. The 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Big stop, G. 36.
On second down now, it's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, it's Brown. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
I can't believe they even let you play.
Here's Murray from midfield. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. on second down. It's Brown. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
57, 56, check back. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Murray going to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Here's Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson off play action. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me. Hey, we're going 37's the Mike. Mike.
Hey, 31!
Watson now to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by McManus is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. They've got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll run on first down. Brown. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On play action, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. On third down, Murray. And Tate's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it's going to be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. On second down, here's Murray, eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Murray with a third and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Again, it's Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Watson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check 13.
Running right, here's Brown. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Murray throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
He's crashing. He's checking cover.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
At the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here I come again. On 3.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 13-yard line.
brings up 3rd and 1.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Hey, we got a
On 3rd and short, Smallwood. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say, maybe makes that. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Play fake. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's caught by Sanders. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
50 seconds. 19. Night, sweetheart.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
A 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's just me and you.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's Murray being chased out left.
Okay, baby, I'm seeing.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta keep it clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries, competition, couldn't take shots, take those. Putting live from the winner side, ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tie, you will never know, you ain't never try, work it out, hit the gym, hit the gym. Hey yo, I need that, big chips, man, I need that, hustle hard, on the job, you see that, on my head is real good, we don't need your feedback, they clear the way with my crew coming through, what I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the rings, what I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the rings, now what I do, lace up the shoes, chase up the rings, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news,
what I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops, no, I can't be number 2, MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice, talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude, I wear my heart on my sleeve, please, I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze, stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason, we seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up, forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up, what you wanna be when you grow up, they used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete, competition never matched me, we ain't go together, like camouflage and polka dots, focus on your position, just know your spot, sure don't stop, it's a long season, they planning on winning for the wrong reasons, trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us, I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me, I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that, hustle hard, on the job, you can see that, on my head is real